Emaciated 10-year-old parents charged with murder in San Antonio, Texas. Here's a monster. Jonathan Miranda. A San Antonio mother and father charged with capital murder in the death of their 10-year-old adopted son confined him in a laundry room and abused him for at least 1 year before his death. Police arrested Christina Miranda, 32, and Jonathan Miranda, 34, on Wednesday. Each is charged with capital murder of a person between 10 and 15 years old in connection with the September 24th death of their adopted son, Michael Miranda. An affidavit supporting the couple's arrest details the events leading up to the death of the 10-year-old, who was found in their home somewhat emaciated, wearing a diaper and covered in serious injuries. That's horrific. Pain and fear that little 10-year-old went through. Police responded around 9:30 p.m. September 24 to the couple's home in the 5600 block of Cielo Ranch for a report of an unresponsive child. Paramedics tried to revive Michael on the living room floor, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. Christine Miranda told police that Michael had a history of alleged neglect and sexual abuse before the couple adopted him. She said that Michael had been sick and that the couple had been monitoring him in the laundry room for 2 days. Why is he being kept in a laundry room? He should have a bedroom to stay in. When an investigator asked additional questions about the laundry room, including how long Michael had been in it, Christina Miranda asked for a lawyer and the interview ended. This couple is an evil. Investigators searched the laundry room, finding evidence that it had been used as a living space for longer than 2 days. They found fecal stains and dried feces, including on a bathroom pad meant for pets. Broken drywall and other devices and other evidence indicated to officers that violence had taken place there. On the wall of the laundry room, investigators found poster board charts designed to chronicle when the victim obeyed various rules. Investigators spoke to other children who lived in the home, who told them that Michael had been confined to the laundry room and physically abused for at least a year. The children said Christina and Jonathan Miranda physically assaulted Michael nearly every day, often in response to the child soiling himself. They said the Mirandas would not clean Michael after he soiled himself and made him remain in filth for extended periods of time. The children said the parents struck Michael with 2 different paddles. Investigators found a wooden paddle in the laundry room. The children said Michael would be forced to stand in the corner of the laundry room with his arms above his head for extended periods of time, and he would be struck with a wooden paddle if he moved his arms. The children also described seeing Michael lifted by his feet and thrown to the floor until he stopped moving or whining. This is horrific. What happened to this little 10-year-old? During an initial investigation, the Bexar County medical examiner noted that Michael was small for his age and showed signs of malnutrition and starvation. His back was covered in bruising and trauma in various stages of healing, in addition to abrasions on his face, legs, and feet. The medical examiner also suspected Michael had suffered an internal traumatic injury to his neck. When the medical examiner removed the diaper Michael was wearing, they found large open sores and a severe rectal prolapse. An autopsy later found Michael had fractured ribs in various stages of healing, injuries to both legs, and a severely dislocated arm. There was evidence of widespread hemorrhaging in his torso. The medical examiner believed Michael's death was likely due to an inflammation of the abdominal lining, ending in a laceration in his lower intestines. The laceration was almost certainly caused by severe blunt force trauma. Michael's official cause and manner of death were pending, as of Thursday morning, the medical examiner said. Authorities issued warrants for Christina and Jonathan Miranda's arrest Wednesday, and police took them into custody. They are booked into Bexar County Jail, where each is in custody with the bail set at $1.5 million. They should never be allowed to be around kids. Even before they got Michael, they should have never been allowed to adopt kids or foster kids. The state of Texas need to look more into people's background and history and who they are before they're allowed to adopt a kid or foster a kid. These were absolutely not suitable people to be around kids. They are sick individuals. They should get the same treatment they gave that little 10-year-old.
Well, it was right here where first responders attempted to save Michael's life. He was later pronounced dead in the living room.
Yes, they're always being playing right there.
Neighbors say the Mirandas seemed like a quiet, normal family, but the scene investigators arrived to was anything but. Michael was found malnourished and battered, with several injuries across nearly every part of his body.
It is believed that the injuries were persistent with continuous trauma that were happening for approximately a year.
Reports from Michael's siblings say that he was repeatedly beaten with several paddles, and his parents would pick him up by the feet, throwing him to the floor until he stopped crying or moving. Investigators also found him in a diaper with several absorbent pads down on the floor of the laundry room where they believe he was being kept. The room also held behavioral charts to monitor how well the child would obey various rules. Autopsy reports confirmed that he died of both starvation and physical and emotional abuse, something that Pamela Allen, CEO of Eagles Flight Advocacy, says has become a dangerous trend.
It's so gruesome to hear this and that this is still happening. Bexar County, of course, has one of the highest ranking cases of child abuse in our nation. And that is a horrible, horrible statistic to be in the top 10 of.
CPS investigators were out here asking neighbors questions as well. They were unable to give us any information here, nor has the agency responded to our questions. The status of the other 5 children in the house with Michael is still unclear. Reporting from the northeast side, Ethan Trejo, News 4, San Antonio.
This case raises so many questions. Here's what we're still working to find out. We're still waiting for the medical examiner to release the official cause and manner of death. We're looking into the reason Michael was adopted and information on his previous abuse.